So good afternoon or morning or whatever time of day you see this, it all works, right? So the reason that I'm doing this video today is because I promised myself that I would hold myself accountable for not only the way I present myself, but what comes out of my mouth and how. Because I want to make sure that I am not only following my path, I'm staying in alignment with my goals, but I'm speaking my truth a lot more. And so that's what the video is for. So I had an interesting discussion with my son recently, and we were discussing different challenges and different things this year's brought on. And when I was sharing with him some of my concerns and fears, he said, "Mom, stop, just stop right there, I'm trying to help you." And he totally got in my mind, like, okay, this is important, let him speak. And he shared with me not only his view of me throughout the years, he's 21, but a really powerful observation on how I connect with others and how people view me in person in real life, right? Um, but how I'm portraying myself digitally, because we're also in a different time. So I'm not meeting as many people, I'm not as involved with people as I could be. Not only is it by choice, but we also have different rules right now that we have to abide by to keep everybody safe. So he said, "Mom, you can connect with people in the masses through your videos. You just have to edit them better. You have to, practice." And he's giving me all these outlines of things that I can do to improve um, my presence, my online presence. And I said, "Dude, like, that ain't me. I can't stand influencers. They're full of shit. They all sound the same. They all go get the same training. And I don't want to be someone that is pretending that they're something they're not." And I personally don't like attention or validation. I don't seek it. So it makes it much harder for me to give myself all of this extra editing and making sure my makeup's perfect or my hair's just right or my outfit. Like, I don't do that. I can't, even if I try to put it, to be honest. I want to just be me. I want to be my authentic self. And I told him that. And he said, "So do it. Just be you then. And quit making excuses." You can connect with so many more people through the internet, and that's your goal. So get your mind out of that place where, you're trying to be like the others, because then you don't do it, and just be you. And so I said, "Okay, that's great advice. I'm going to do that." And then I didn't do it. And so today, for example, I'm going to share a funny story. I guess it's funny now. It wasn't at the time. But this shirt was given to me, and it says, "Empowered women empower women." So I have an empowering women's group, and I was extremely active with it for a couple of years. And it became a little bit of an outlet for me to be myself. People have expected me to be a little bit more on the vanity side or the superficial side, because I've been a hairstylist for 20 years. And so people wanted, hair tips and makeup tips, and I don't want to talk about that stuff. It doesn't matter to me. I have a gift of improving people's appearance, including my own. I can make myself look presentable, and I've been trained for years and years by so many amazing, phenomenal platform artists. So I have a lot of skill there, but it's not who I am, and it doesn't, the way that I view the world has nothing to do with some of my talents. I am far more comfortable with people that are comfortable within themselves. The makeup doesn't fool me, the hair doesn't fool me, the brands don't fool me. Matter of fact, the more of that I see, I'm more repelled, because I feel like that got way more effort than what's going on inside, because you're not seeing that smile, you're not seeing that authenticity, and you're not hearing that wisdom come from that vessel. So I don't want to talk about it. You can't make me. I'm not going to. It's not exciting to me. And when people start to pick themselves apart over things that most people don't even notice, it's like, oh, this is just a waste of energy. So, the shirt was given to me because of the group, and during this time, a couple of months before it, I had been hacked and all of my social media had been deleted, so I wasn't even active. I also had a lot of stuff happen with I got a cease and assist on my door the day she came over, actually, where I had to stop working from home, not only because of some zoning things, but COVID. And I shared that with my son, and he's like, Mom, you're not supposed to do hair anymore. This is pushing you into you realizing it. And for me, I love my clients. I love our time together. I love the connection we have. And my son says, so why not connect with them on another level? Why not do it again online, especially with all of the restrictions? And my thing is, I don't present myself well. I don't look forward to it. I don't like being artificial. And he said, so don't be, but do it. And so when I saw this shirt today, and I'm taking a deep breath because I wasn't sure if I would ever be able to put this thing on. I feel like it's a responsibility, man. When you're empowering people, you have to be empowered yourself. And when you don't feel empowered, I know for me, when I'm in a bad mood, I just want to protect everybody from myself. And it's not so much that I don't want to be around others, but I recognize that I don't want to be the virus. I don't want to infect them, just like I don't want them infecting me. And because so many people are struggling right now, I'm like on the defense, and myself too. I'm meditating daily. And we've gone over this a little bit recently, where meditation is a reset. It's the opportunity to take the world weight that we carry year after year. Certain people, oh, they're gonna act this way, oh, they're gonna demand this from me, oh, and then we just get in this fight with ourselves, and then we don't perform at the best of our ability. There is no evidence to support stress being beneficial in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, it has the opposite. It's the opposite for us, so it makes us dumber. People, when they're under pressure, when they're stressed, when they're unhappy, they make poor decisions. It's their studies to prove this. I highly encourage you to look them up if you're feeling bad. Just know that you can only think as well as you feel. If you feel like shit, you're gonna think like shit. Yes, you got to get yourself out of it, and you got to distract yourself in a way that you convince yourself you're past it. But then once you're recognizing that you have a little bit of energy, inject the pain into that so that you're working through it, so it doesn't become compacted and even saturated inside of you, where there's all this pain and turmoil in you, because your body will reject it. Your body will start to fall apart. Your body will have anxiety. That's just stuff built up inside of you. So when you lean into it and you sit with it, and again, breathing, most people do not want to meditate. They don't want to work on breathing. They're shaking their head watching like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. Fuck no, they're not. So I've been tricking people. I've been telling people that they are working on their booty, but really what they're doing is they're resetting every day. They're on the ground, they're doing those squats, and they're breathing, and they're paying attention. And what that's actually doing is it's training your brain to get centered, and then you have the opportunity to start all over. It's up to us whether we want to go back into those negative thoughts, or if we want to take that energy and run with it into the right direction, which is usually our purpose, what makes us happy, what makes us excited. And you zero in and you connect with that, and you get all the information that you need, because you're out of the tornado and you're not focusing on the noise or the unnecessary shit like, how do I look, how's my hair, what people think of me, because that stuff is meant to paralyze us. Television blinks and blinks, and you're all worn out, and you think you had this fabulous adventure and you can't move from your seat, but really you're gaining weight. You're not, circulating that blood through your body. You're not strengthening yourself. So get grounded. If it's not, in your kitchen, in your bathroom when you wake up, just stomp your feet. I know it sounds ridiculous, but do it. You will get grounded, I assure you. But find little ways that convince you that it's helping something else. And then when it's happening, put in that mindset of what makes me happy. Where do I want to be next year? Where do I want my family to be? What do I want to work on for my ancestors' sake? What did they work so hard to get me to? Where do I take it, right? And then we're so much clearer. So like me today, I know what I want to say, but how am I gonna, I don't give a shit how I look. I'm wearing my Empower t-shirt. When it was given to me, I was bawling and I had to explain what was happening, and I felt this small, but it's like, you know what? Life happens. We struggle. What's important is not only moving past it, but being honest about it, because others could be struggling with the same exact shit. And if they hear you saying that you struggle with it too, they feel human. Because guess what? I'm human, and so is everybody else, right? And so what I'm doing is I am connecting on the phone now. So you don't have to drive to me. And we can do Skype, FaceTime, Zoom. There's so many now. But what I do is a one-on-one personalized session. So it depends on what you need. Everybody's so different. Everybody has very specific needs. And so we discuss what that looks like for you. I have a lot of endless hours doing research on different things that are either mine or someone else's that I came across at some point. Even if I hadn't experienced something in the past, I do my research so that I can help that person. I'm also big on ceremony. We have a new moon coming up. So what I want to do is I want to get together online and as a group, as a collective, really clean up our energy and get our mind ready for that next chapter. And it really helps to do it with a group of people, holding each other accountable, but seeing that they're struggling to do it every day as well. They have things going on that are pulling them from this direction, so we all kind of hold each other accountable, and we all look at each other like, I know it sucks, but I have to do it too, right? So like the booty challenge, every day it's, oh, this is so hard, I don't want to do it. And it's like, no, don't lose sight. It's not even about the booty, because sometimes we don't even care about that. We're doing 50 at this point. We're about halfway through, a little over halfway through. And now I'm like, break them up in the morning and the afternoon. Don't do them all at once. Make it easy. Do it, count walking up the stairs. That way you take the time to walk up the stairs. Everything counts, but it, again, is what's best for you. So the other thing is I did decrease the cost for the one-on-ones that are online. So it's 50 per hour versus 80, which is in person. But in person, there's so much more involved, and a lot of things that I have gathered from around the world that assist me. And my practicing shamanism is just so exciting for me. I'm learning all these new modalities, and I'm being trained every day on different ways to help others. And I know my energy just changed, but this makes me so excited. I've already instinctually been doing it for years now. And I'm just drawn to do this, and I don't even know why, and it makes no sense to me. And then I think, oh, maybe it's the Native American in me, or I can't explain it, but spirit has put something in me. And I get sick when I'm not following this, you guys. If I am not living my truth, I get physically sick. And the only thing that pulls me out of that is my connection with others and helping heal them. And it heals me too. It heals me to work through my own things and then share that with others. And when I do, why I endured some things make sense to me. Some of the childhood stuff that for years I just felt like, why me? And now I totally understand why. These are things that I had to endure and get past in order to help people with it. So now I feel extremely confident with sharing this because I've endured a lot. And even knowing that I'm gonna possibly endure a lot more, knowing that it benefits others definitely helps me through it. Anytime I recognize that it's not about me, that pushes me through it. because it gives me that power that I don't have when it's just about me. Because for me, it's like, I got this. I've been through shit. And I'm not as zeroed into it when I recognize that others struggle with the same thing, that others, people I love especially, it's like, no, 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 we got to figure this out. And then I'm going to tell you, and then things are going to be great. So thank you for assisting me on my journey of truth and sharing things that are very uncomfortable for me. This is so freaking scary for me. But so far, you know, I don't have negative comments, oh, you didn't do this right, or your hair, your makeup. Like, I know it's gonna start, and I've already had people attack me, but I'm working through it because I don't like it, but I know it's part of my gift and my calling to surpass it and then share how I did. So reach out, comment, like, subscribe, all those things that people say. I don't even know the list. But if you continue to encourage me, I will continue to encourage you, because I will understand that it's landing somewhere and it's benefiting something. And that's all I want. That's the only purpose I have. So if I don't have that, I'm going to question what I'm supposed to be doing. So have a wonderful day, and I hope this helps.